over the top. I believe that you shouldn't do anything half-hearted, no matter what it is. If you're 100%. Singing, playing sports, whatever, don't do it half-hearted. And so we don't do our themes half-hearted. And so the over-the-top, and when we're talking about immersive, it's not just the construction that we do. We do cool construction and everything, but we have theme music the whole time. Mm-hmm. We wear costumes. Even for segments that are not going to be theme related necessarily, we'll still put on a costume. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then of course we're big on Bible story. Our Bible stories are acted out and fully costumed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then something that's probably a little bit different that we do is we're interactive. We have an interactive Sunday school, and so often when I mention this to people, I see eyebrows raised. I did a class that I mentioned this not too awfully long ago, and I saw some eyebrows raised. But I was like, we get our kids up and we go into another room sometimes, and they're like, "What?" Yeah. But yeah, so we just did a big battle, with the Nerf golf balls, and so it's interactive. So the kids, they get to see it, and we try to make it where it's so cool that would be enough.
Yeah, kind of like with our Narnia theme, where we got to go through the wardrobe, and the kids got to, see the whole Narnia theme.
Yeah, and the snow coming down, and
the smoke, and be able to transform from room to room. Oop.
Yeah, and when they come over, then it's like it's like another wow. It's
exactly.
They first come in, and it's like, oh, this is cool, and then they go, yeah. So we try to make it interactive, but. So another one I was thinking of is the Pirates and Navy was pretty cool. We've done that. We did it. So we actually did Pirates and Navy the first time. I don't know if Dawson, I think you were in it when we did it in the fellowship hall back when we set up every week. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we used to set up every week and take down every week, and it was a much smaller room. And the way we did that with our space, we did have a little bit smaller class, but the way we did that with our space is the kids would get on the ship. Yeah. I mean, we always do it like that, but they would get on the ship. And so it wasn't like you're sitting down. I mean, we had a stage kind of, but it wasn't like you were sitting down and there's a ship on the stage. You're in the ship. Right. And so even the one in the fellowship hall, I've told this story so many times, but there was a dad bringing his kid, a visitor bringing his kid, and he rushed out, and I went and chased him down because I thought something was wrong, because I was like, oh man, what's wrong? And I mean, he dropped his kid off. He left his kid, but he took off. And I was like, is everything okay? He's like, I gotta go get my wife. She's got to see this.
Oh really? Oh wow.
And that was when we were setting up every week, and and so you can do. We're so blessed. We share with the school, and that's about it. But we get to keep our sets up for the most part, and we're so blessed. But we did it for years. Yeah. When we set up every week, it was epic. It was big. It wasn't just hanging a few decorations on the wall. I mean, it was major.
Yeah, full scene setters and trees and rocks and whatever.
Mazes.
Mazes. The mazes are so cool.
Yeah, yeah. So we done. So you can do it. It's just it takes work, and that's the secret. There's no magic trick. It's just
got to put the work in.
Yeah. Put the hard work in. And the cool thing I was going to mention too is about the Pirates one. The pirate ship is always the cooler ship, so that's what we focus on. But the storyline we did is Navy, and so in the action curriculum we're going to do pirates, but the pirates are going to be not bad pirates because it's going to be a pirate thing, Mm-hmm. But when we did it, it was Pirates and Navy, and so every week the kids didn't know what ship they were coming on to until they got in. They got in there, and we would switch over. We just did it a couple years ago, and you guys remember we'd switch over,
switch the flags.
Yeah, we'd switch from. We had these ratted, tattered flags with the black, the black flag with the skull and stuff, and then we would switch to American flags. We had these old ropes, the big 1-inch ropes. Yeah. We'd switch them out for the white ropes for the Navy. Yep. Yeah. It was so when they came.
I feel like that's just last year. It's been a couple years ago now.
Yeah, I remember putting up the main beam. That
the
went
mast.
straight up. Yeah, the mast. And then we put the 2x6 across there.
Yep.
Painted it all brown,
and then put wrap stuff around it, and like, that's the other thing we did, the tattered sails. We used, and what we used for that, this was really cheap, is we used that black stuff, the fabric you put down for soil, like weed blocker. That's what we used.
Oh, was that really?
It's so cheap because you can get so much of it in a roll. It's, I don't know, $10 or whatever it is, $20, I don't know. But we got that, and we wrapped it around that T, essentially the mast, and then just ripped it a little bit, and it looked super cool.
It did. It turned out good.
Yeah, that was so cool. We haven't done this in a while. We've done an Army one way back in the day, and I don't know why we haven't done it in a while, because Army is like the easiest theme, the easiest Sunday school theme. Sunday school Sunday school theme to do. But so we need to do that again. And then Survival Quest. So Survival Quest was very loosely based on Robin Hood. So there's that kind of thing, medieval, and Brennan's main character, Radigan.
Yeah.
And he had a bow and arrow, which is funny because he does that in real life.
And did competition.
Yeah, and so that was a really cool theme. That's the one, not this recent time, but because now we have a finished building. But back when we did the river, that's what that was. That was the Survival Quest. And then of course the recent one we did, Narnia, that was awesome. Bible News, we did a short theme. I think that would be fun to do again.
Yeah,
the Bible News was neat with Brent as Gary Gazette.
That was his accent the whole time.
Yeah, that was awesome.